Whether the PPT is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good
Okay.
evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Okay. Good evening. Very good evening to all. All are welcome to this today's class. That is MES-12. In the first day, you have taught the first class regarding to learned in the first class of MES-13. Today is the MES-12, and in this class we will discuss 3 units. The first unit is education and meaning of education. Have you the syllabus? Have you syllabus?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So, just I want to give an example first, and I invite you all to interact. The sessions should be interact sessions. We should not only become the passive listener. Okay. So, what is education? When we think about the meaning of education, number of questions must come in our mind. What is education? Anybody who can say what is education?
Education is the
Yes.
modification of behavior.
Education is a lifelong
Okay.
process.
Okay.
Education
According
is
to
a
Mahatma Gandhi,
lifelong process.
education is a all-round drawing of the best of the man and child,
One.
mind, heart, and hand.
Okay. One
It's
by
all
one.
about curricular
We
and extracurricular activities also. Not only
very
behavior,
good.
it's also included extracurricular and extracurricular. Thank you, sir.
Education is
Okay.
all
Very
round
good.
drawing out best of the child.
Yes, best
Okay.
version of
That
the
is
child.
body, mind, and spirit. Okay.
Education is
So
the
every day.
all-round development of a human being.
Okay. Thank you. So one thing we know, every day we are learning, or only we are learning in few times.
No, sir, every
Yes.
day.
Every day.
So every
Every
day,
moment we are
every
learning.
day is needed
Every
much more.
Every moment.
Sir.
Learning is an
Okay.
ongoing process.
Yes, learning is an
Very
ongoing
good.
process.
Okay.
Learning is a continuous process.
Yes. Okay. Thank
Learning
you
is a
all.
lifelong process.
Yes, Tapan, you are right. So,
Learning goes from home to town.
yes. Okay. So I expect this type of response always while we are learning, and we should be when we are being the facilitator inside the classroom who are in teaching profession already or who will be join in the teaching profession, always not to be passive listener and passive speaker. Okay, always invite the response of your learners so that the class will be interactive, and as a result the concept of the students can be clearly get into the mind of the learners. So when I will combine all your opinions, suppose I will combine what you told you all, I will join all the responses. I came into the conclusion that education is the drawing out of the inner capacities of individual to develop his personality by teaching or training. So education is a process. What you told. With this process, it will bring out the inner capacity, ability, strength of the individual, of the child, of the human being. And it will flourish. It will grow. How? Now through training and teaching. 4 words are there. One is educator, Second one is eduseer. Third one is educatum. Fourth one is E plus duco. Clear? What do we mean by educare? Anybody?
To bring up.
To bring, to nourish.
Physically
To
and
bring
mental
up.
also.
Mentally bring up,
Okay.
sir.
Bring up.
Okay. To bring up or to nourish or to raise. What? The physical development and the mental development, both. A sound body helps for sound mind. Suppose one is suffering from different types of disease. Cannot expect the mind will be sound because physically he is suffering or she is suffering. So, yoga, pranayam, physical exercise, physical labor should be the very important part of education system. Now, NEP 2020 and before NP 1986 also, and all the reports of commissions and committees like Indian Education Commission, Mudaliar Commission or Secondary Education Commission, University Education Commission, and before independence, the number of committees and commissions were appointed by British government. All have a same single opinion that physical education must be very, very important for every child, every individual. So for development of physical and mental growth, one should think about the physical activities and proper training, proper nourishment, proper care, proper upliftment. If you go through NEP 2020, have you gone through NEP 2020? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In the beginning of the policy, if you go through the first and second page of the policy, you must read research studies stated what? The 85% and more than that of brain development of the child can possible within the age of 5 years. What does it mean? Within the age of 5 years, the 85% brain development can possible. So, during that period, the utmost care should be taken of every child, every baby of the country. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
NEP
Yes,
2020
yes. Yes,
ପ୍ରଥମ
sir.
ରୁ ଦର୍ଶାଯାଇଛି ଯେ 85% and more than that brain development is possible within the age of 5. But at the age of, during this age, we, the Indians, we are not taking care of our children properly. We are neglecting. We are thinking what to do. Now we will take care of the children after class 4, 5, 6. During the high school, secondary stage, we are more conscious about the education of our children. Yes or no? How I can my
Yes.
Yes, sir.
medical
Yes, sir.
child will
Yes, sir. Yes.
sign,
Yes, sir.
but their consciousness, that care should be taken up from conception period to in the womb to 5 to 6 years. If we will take care of properly during that period, automatically we should not take care of in the secondary, senior secondary or higher education. The child will grow. So during the period, mentally and physically, both care should be taken. That is nourishment. That is known as bring up. That is the meaning of educare. Okay? Second one is eduseer. So What educator means what?
To draw out.
To draw
To
out the
lead out,
Draw.
to draw out, to
potentiality
lead.
attitudes. Lead
What
out.
does it mean?
Leader.
What?
Inner
What
the
does it
children.
mean? Yes, what does it mean?
To lead
Inner
out
power.
or to
Inner
Draw
power.
out.
To draw out the inner abilities of the child.
Yes. ମୁଁ ଏଠି ଗୋଟେ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଦଉଛି ଆମେ now we are 225 ଆମେ ଏଠି ଅଛେ ଆଜି ଅନଲାଇନ କ୍ଲାସ ରେ 225 ଏବେ ଅଛେ
କ୍ୟାମେରା ଅନ୍ ହେଇଯିବ
ଓକେ ଏ କିଏ ରାଜନନ୍ଦିନୀ mute your mic we are now 225 students okay but
yes sir
I will give you a task to write you will feel comfortable to write but if I will ask to speak to share you may not feel comfortable yes or no
yes sir
yes or no
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
no, sir.
because
Yes, sir.
yes because this part educier part is very poor with us related to our speaking skill we have not get certain exposure practice our teachers our parents our caretakers they have not been taken care of us properly how to educate us to speak because unless you listen proper english you may not speak proper english so listening is very important for developing speaking skill similarly inner power every child has the potentialities I have heard a talk from a renowned educationist of our state who had visited 50 countries during his period. When I was a teacher in school, now I am working as assistant professor, but before that I was also a primary school teacher. During that time, he was invited as a guest to my school. He told in the meeting, in his speech, that once upon a time, a test was conducted. What was conducted? Please, ସମସ୍ତେ गिरीश बेहरा माइक अफ शुण फ्लो ब्रेक करनी प्लीज टिके समस्ते कॉन्शियस रहिबा फ्लो ब्रेक करवानी ड्यूरिंग द मीटिंग in his speech he told that professor told 50 thus to children of 50 countries the test was conducted with the 50 children of 50 countries at the age of 5 at the age of 5 it was noticed the Indian children were at the serial number 1 then all were educated according to the provision according to the system of their own country after 10 years another test was conducted with all those children at the age of 15 and this time it was noticed the children of our country we are stood first from bottom in the at the age of 5 all we are in the first from the top now from bottom side our children were first got my point did you got my point ମୋ କଥା ବୁଝି ପାରିଲ କି
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
5 ବର୍ଷରେ ଆମ ପ୍ରଥମ ଆଡୁ 1 ନମ୍ବର ଥିଲେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମ ଦେଶର ଶିକ୍ଷା ବ୍ୟବସ୍ଥା ଏତେ ମଜବୁତ ଏତେ ଉନ୍ନତ ମାନର ଯେ 15 ବର୍ଷ 10 ବର୍ଷ ପରେ ଆମ ପିଲା ତଳ ଆଡୁ ପ୍ରଥମ ହେଲେ this is the who can say what is the reason anybody what is the reason yes
Poor education system, sir.
Poor education system.
Parents,
Poor
sir.
education system.
Poor education
actually
system.
poor education system sir
The
that's the
parents
main
do
reason
not
of
The parents
care
are
of
not
they are
children
not doing good
properly.
the systemic reformation should require
yes
Sir, poor education
In the
system.
system of education, yes, you are right. Our country spends lots of money in higher education, but cannot care for spending lots of money in elementary education as well as pre-primary education from birth to 5 to 6 years of the children. If spend some money, but proper care should not be taken. जड़े किए अनम्यूट करके एबे भी अच्छी. Listen. During when the government is recruited assistant professors, requires master degree, PhD, NET. But when thinking about elementary primary school or elementary school or Anganwadi workers, no consideration is there. If one can pass the matriculation after 5 times, but eligible to join as a primary school teacher.
Sir,
This is
one
a very-
question.
Yes,
No, sir. No, sir.
Sir, one question.
yes.
Sir, if we are not focusing on our education system of the children of our country, as you said, then how we placed our children at first position at the age of 5 in the research? Just you said that was conducted among 15 countries, 50 countries.
Yes, Manas, your country, your question is right. But what is the percentage? Think about the percentage. Think about the percentage. Suppose 1,000 students passed matriculation in this year. If you take the data, what is the number of students who became self-dependent, continued higher education and placed in different position that you told now? But if you compare the same thing with the other countries, developed countries, European countries, China, Japan, like this is the difference. That percentage, our students are very, first I told, when the test was there, as per the statement of that professor, Professor Manmatnath Kundu, professor of English, our students are intellectually very sound in comparison to the children of other countries. But our system, if you go to the rural belt, how many students are coming with bright careers? How many? Because I joined in a government school, worked for 12 or 13 years in primary schools in 2 districts like Noyagada and Khordha district. I know what is the status of the primary education today, as well as secondary education in our government sector schools. I know it. But the percentage is very few. Okay, if reformation is there, NEP 2020 रे कहीं प्रथमे से कथाटा कुआगला जे 85% पिलांकर ब्रेन डेवलपमेंट is possible within the age of 5 to 6 years. But we are not taking care of that. We are thinking about after that age. No. Most care, most focus should be given on them. That is the focal area, focal point of the policy today. Therefore, now who are working in primary schools? Anybody who is working in primary school? के सरकारी स्कूल प्राथमिक विद्यालय विद्यालय काम करते कि अच्छा which program is now running, which is the flagship program of
Yes, sir.
FLN.
yes
NEP.
yes FLN is the flagship program of present day. What is FLN? Anybody?
Foundation literacy and numeracy.
Yes, one जड़े कहला बेले अन्य साइलेंट रे हमको सल्ले अन्य कहबो. This is the protocol. So what do you mean by literacy?
Foundation
Yes.
literacy. Sir,
What do you
Literacy
mean by
means
foundational
literacy?
numeracy.
one can read
You,
and write.
Foundational
Madhusri,
literacy and numeracy.
what is literacy? Madhusita told. What is literacy?
Literacy,
What do you mean by literacy?
literacy sir भाषा ज्ञान sir.
ମୌଳିକ ସଂଖ୍ୟା ଜ୍ଞାନ।
ମୁଁ ତ ଲିଟରାସି ଉପରେ ଆଲୋଚନା କରୁଛି, ସଂଖ୍ୟା ଜ୍ଞାନ ଆଡେ ଗଲଣି।
ସଂଖ୍ୟା ଜ୍ଞାନ
ନାଇଁ
Sir,
ଭାଷା ଜ୍ଞାନ
ମୌଳିକ ଭାଷା ସାର୍।
ଭାଷା ଜ୍ଞାନ numeracy ସଂଖ୍ୟା ଜ୍ଞାନ।
ମୌଳିକ ଭାଷା ଏବଂ
545747.
ସଂଖ୍ୟା ଜ୍ଞାନ। Educational literacy and numeracy.
Sir, in common terms, I think a person who can write, speak,
59
and
ଗୋଟେ କଟି ଗଲା।
Yes,
talk about
SJ Meghna,
yes, sir. In common sense, I think I can say
ଏଇଟା
literacy is something when one person is right, can read and speak.
okay,
Sir, can
okay.
The ability to literacy means speak, write, can read, write,
Class
and
language
speak as well as understand in a particular language.
Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute.
ନାଇଁ ହେଇଯିବ ନା କାଲି।
1 minute, 1 minute.
ଗୋଟେ କ୍ୟାସ୍ ପଡିବ ନା ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ହଉ କି କ୍ୟାଲେଣ୍ଡର ନେଲା
Okay,
ଭାଇରି ଆସିନି କ୍ୟାଲେଣ୍ଡର
okay. Now let us continue. Yes.
ବସନ୍ତ ଭାଇ କୁଆଡେ ବସନ୍ତ ଭାଇ
Yeah,
ସାର୍ କଲି ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି
Shashank Panda kiye, please unmute. Shashank Panda, unmute your mic. Yes, Shashank Panda.
ସରି ସାର୍ ସରି
Hmm. So, let us discuss ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଲାସ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଇୟର ଜଏନ୍ କରିବାର ଥିଲା ତ ମୁଁ ସେପଟେ ଜଏନ୍ କରେଇଦେଲି। ମୁଁ ଭୁଲି ଯାଇଛି ତାଙ୍କର କରିବା ପାଇଁ ତମ କ୍ଲାସରେ। ଓକେ, so dear learners, after 5:20 you are trying to join, but it is very difficult for us. ମୁଁ କ୍ଲାସ ନେବି ଏପଟେ ଜଏନ୍ କରେଇବି, ତେଣୁ ଅଧଘଣ୍ଟା ସମୟ ଦେଲି ସେଇ ଭିତରେ ସବୁ ଜଏନ୍ କରିଯିବା କଥା। Okay, now that is the inner power of the child. So every day, every moment, always the teachers, the headmasters, the educational officers who are working in different sectors, they should make a plan how to develop the inner quality of the children. The educatum is another word. It means to train, to teach, means the act of training or teaching. How to make, suppose I think about the values. Values means to telling truth, to being punctuality, to be sincere, to be honesty. How can we develop all these? Anybody? Please give your opinion. Yes.
sir with moral education
How can we develop, how can we render moral education, Tapan?
sir will add in content democratic value right to education democratic value and
Okay, okay. Anybody? Any
sir
other? Support him.
Sir, may I?
Yes. Continue.
Sir, I think we can encourage the young minds by giving some examples like the Panchatantra stories, which has great moral values, and this story will affect their mind properly.
Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
by
So, dear,
storytelling method and activity
Sir,
method,
also we can inspire them by two good stories or
okay. Okay. So can we say,
Sir,
one thing, one minute. Hello. ଯାହା ଅଛନ୍ତି କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁ କରନ୍ତୁ, ଯାହା ଅଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ ସାଇଡରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଆସିନାହାନ୍ତି ବେଶୀ ହେଲା। ଓକେ ସେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଲାସ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେଲା ତ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଇୟର ତମର ସେଟା ମତେ ମୁଁ ବି ହୋଷ୍ଟ ଅଛି ସେଠି ପୁଣି এটা କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁ କରେଇଲି। ଓକେ ବ୍ରେକ୍ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ହେଇଗଲା। ଓକେ ନାଉ ଲେଟ୍ ଅସ୍ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ। yes please continue.
Sir, what I think
Sir,
is students follow teachers the most. So they will try to imitate teachers. So if the teacher will be honest and morally correct, they will follow teachers only.
Very good, thank you Ananya. So
sir, parents also helps to develop moral value.
okay, how can we develop? My question is how can we develop? Either a teacher or a parents or anybody else, but how can we develop?
Education, sir.
Hello, sir.
Education.
Sir, through education or
Environment, sir, is the most
through
important thing
behavior,
about the education, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
so
I
with
feel,
good
sir,
discipline.
personally, environment is the most important to educated, sir.
okay, okay, okay. Now let us listen
Sir,
me.
environment is the most important, sir, in teacher life, sir, because the environment without the teachers and the teachers are the also the physically treat me and teaching me, sir. But environment, sir, is the basically first they teach me the how to live without the any discussion of the one, sir.
Okay, okay, you are right. So now
Thank you,
let's
sir.
discuss. Listen me.
Sir,
Value can be
moral education should be there in your school syllabus, school curriculum.
okay. This is the process. What you are telling, you most of us you are telling about the process. But I am telling about the product. How can we get the better product? How? Just listen to me. Two things are there. Suppose I will try to give the talk, stories, examples of the students not to telling lie, to tell truth. But in another technique is always I will tell truth before my children so that everybody can feel my teacher is telling truth. My teacher never tells lie, which will be more effective.
Sir, the second
Okay,
one.
The second one, sir.
yes. So
Second
we
one,
can
sir.
say, yes, so we can say value cannot be taught, it can be inculcated. Okay, it can be inculcated. Suppose parents are telling truth, parents are honest, environment, in the environment everyone is honest. Just I am giving an example. When I was a B.Ed student, one day
Okay, sir.
a child of 3 years came to the nearby house of my teacher. The child was born and brought up of 3 years in Japan. Okay, he told
Okay, sir.
me, brother, I need to go Chogla Dokan. And I took him to the nearby Dokan. The name of the shopkeeper was Chogla, and gave a chocolate. After getting it, wanted for the dustbin to put it the जो कौनटा कहूचे हाँ, put it into the dustbin. But I told you throw it here, never threw there. Interested, and when the shopkeeper saw another that is not dustbin but like the dustbin, then he put it into it, the age of 3. That value
Yeah.
was inculcated in the mind because everyone practiced in there where he born and brought up. It cannot be taught. Listen it. Okay. Therefore, that type of training and teaching is required for our children, so that every children will be
Sir,
well
what is the
trained.
meaning of secondary value, sir?
What? Sarojo, please again repeat. Saroj, repeat.
Sir, what is the meaning of secondary value, sir?
I cannot say. I cannot
Okay,
say.
sir.
Then next class we will discuss. What I do not know, I cannot say. Okay. So the very important thing is everybody should understand value cannot be taught, it can be inculcated. In this context, the act of training or teaching is required for the every child. E plus deco. It means what? To draw out, to deal out. To internal power of the man as to external world. तुम जो एनईपी सॉरी एनसीएफ 2005 जो माने टीचर अच्छा, do you know the document NCF 2005? Those who are in
Yes, sir.
teaching profession,
Yes, sir.
how many guiding? Yes, Tapan Kuha, how many guiding principles are there?
Five.
How many?
Five.
Five guiding. Five guiding
Yes.
principle.
Can you
Five
say,
guiding principle.
what are those?
सर हमको हमर जो रोड
Very few
मेमोराइजेशन
answer.
सर सर कहूची सर हमर रोड मेमोराइजेशन को केमिति हमें कंस्ट्रक्टिव अप्रोच को नबा आ एग्जामिनेशन को कैसे फ्लेक्सिबल कराइबा आउ हमर केतरा लर्निंग केमिति एन्जॉयबल हबो एग्जामिनेशन रो पिला पर प्रेशर रहबनी
Learning by doing.
लर्निंग
Learning outside the class.
Yes. Yes. Now you are in the point. Just bring to the child from or lead to the child to the outside world is a principle of those 5. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
yes sir
Yes.
Sir.
Duco. E plus Duco means that. So always you try your best to bring your children to the outside world. Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, told in his opinion, what? English is the mirror of the education and it links to the outdoor world of our children. Why? Now, without English medium, without English language, one cannot learn the scientific inventions, discoveries, or other development, technological developments. Okay. So, education is all-round development. In this context, number of philosophers, educationists, psychologists, sociologists, biologists, priests, professors, teachers, doctors, politicians are giving their opinions in different way. But it is common if we sum up all these opinions of the educationists and philosophers, one thing is there which is focused in Gandhi's definition. 3 things are there: body, mind, and spirit. Body means physical. Mind means cognitive development. Then spirit means it relates to your heart, spiritual development, emotional development, moral development. Okay. So body, mind, and heart. If 3 will be grown properly, automatically every child can be grown up. Okay, some definitions are there, you may see in the PPT. Dining table. Education is the creation of sound mind in a sound body. This is defined by Aristotle. Education is complete living. It's given by Spencer. Education is a continuous reconstruction of experience. It is given by Dewey, John Dewey.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Hello, sir.
yes.
Sir, we need
Am I,
the presentation of this class, sir. After the class, when we end,
what?
sir. After this class, we need sir presentation of this class, sir.
During presentation,
Sir,
listen.
sir, sir, please send that PDF.
Yes, sir. We need it, sir,
Why you
because it's the clearly
We
different
need
by
it,
the
after
sir.
class
class,
and the we need it, sir.
you
Yes,
all
sir.
are master degree students. You all are master degree students. You are
But
not
sir, we are
child.
also students, sir.
You are adult. So you are adult. So you should follow the protocol during discussion. एसबु क्वेश्चन करा जाएनी. अब सरला पर को मते कहले हबनी से कथाटा.
I'm extremely sorry for that.
अरे ଏଇଟା ସବୁ ଶୁଣ. ମୁଁ ପ୍ରଥମରୁ କହିଛି ଆମେ ଅନଲାଇନ ରେ ଅଛେ, ଅଫଲାଇନ ରେ ନାହିଁ. ଅନଲାଇନ ରେ ଗୋଟେ କେତେ ଗୁଡେ ପ୍ରୋଟୋକଲ ଅଛି. ଆମେ ଡିସ୍କସନରେ ଭାଗ ନବା. ଏଟା ମନେ ରଖ ସଦାବେଳେ. ଯୋଉ ଲାଇଫରେ ଯୋଉଠିକି ତମେ ଯିବ ସମସ୍ତେ ଆଦର କରିବେ. ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଅନଲାଇନରେ ଶୁଣିବା. ଯେତେବେଳେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆନ୍ସର ସେସନ ଆସୁଛି ସେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ରେସ୍ପନ୍ସ ଦବା. ଜଣେ କହୁଛି ଆମେ ୱେଟ୍ କରିବା, ହାଭିଂ ପେସେନ୍ସ. ଯଦି ପିପିଟି ବା କଣ ଗୋଟେ ଆବଶ୍ୟକ ପଚାରିବାର ଅଛି ସେଗୁଡାକ ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆନ୍ସର ସେସନରେ ପଚାରୁଛେ ରିଲେଟେଡ ପଚାରିବା, ନହେଲେ ଏଇ କୋଟାକ ଆମେ ସରିଲା ବେଳକୁ କହିବା ସାର୍ ଏଇଟା ଟିକେ ଦରକାର. ବଟ୍ ୟୁ ଆର୍ ବ୍ରେକିଂ ମାଇ ଫ୍ଲୋ. କାହାର ବି ଫ୍ଲୋ ବ୍ରେକ୍ କରିବନି, କାରଣ ଥରେ ଫ୍ଲୋ ବ୍ରେକ୍ ହେଲେ ଫ୍ଲୋ ଆସିବାଟା ଟିକେ କଷ୍ଟ ହୁଏ. ତମେ ଟିଚର ଯିଏ ଅଛ ଜାଣିଥିବ. ହେଲା, ଓକେ, ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ ଅଲ୍.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So Gandhi, the definition of Gandhi is related to, by education I mean an all-round drawing out of the best in the child and man, body, mind and spirit. He has given importance on three words. One is body, that is physical development. One is mind, that is mental development, cognitive development. Spirit, it is affective development, that is heart. Cognitive, affective, psychomotor. Three domains are there. You have read in DLED course as well as in B.Ed course who have done it. So these three things is very important for the every child for development. Okay. Then evaluation of definitions. After analyzing all the definitions, what we got? What we got? Now first one is process of making internal to external. I told you, giving number of examples, how our children can develop internally as well as externally. That is the focus of every teacher's activity. Self-realization. What is self-realization? Self-realization means one can realize what is he doing, whether it is right or wrong. If it is wrong, try his or her best how to modify. Okay, a process of individual development. So every individual should be developed. Education is a process through which we can help as a facilitator. Every teacher is a facilitator. Remember it. Every teacher is a facilitator. Through facilitation, we should help our students, our learners, for developing in different aspects. Acquisition of knowledge. Acquisition of knowledge means how to acquire number of information, knowledge. Then two meanings are there. One is broader meaning, another is narrower meaning. I think number of our high school teachers and elementary school teachers having B.Ed and DLED degrees, I expect your response. What is the broader meaning of education? With example.
Yes, sir. Sir, broader
Yes,
meaning of
continue.
education, education not limit in a educational institution. Education is a lifelong process. Education is a continuous process. As an example, a child should learn in mother womb to tomb. Or narrow meaning of education. Education means to teach in classroom or educational institution in formal,
Okay. Okay.
systematic way.
Thank you. Thank you, Tapan. Thank you, Tapan. Another anybody?
Sir,
Yes. Beginning I told. No, yes,
the
continue.
broader concept of
Rituparna.
education, sir, according to the broader concept of education, education is the process which bring all round development of a human being. It's not only the academic development, it's curricular and co-curricular development.
Okay. Good. Anybody?
And in narrower meaning, it only confined to the academic and teacher centric education.
Rituparna. My question is related to broader meaning. After that, we will go to narrower meaning. Okay. Anybody? Anybody who can give response related to broader meaning?
Broader development means mental, physical, and psychomotor with moral development. All are broader meaning, but narrow meaning means in classroom, only classroom teaching in a particular
Okay.
way.
Okay. Okay. Thank you all. A very single sentence is education from conception to,
Sir, we
that
are
is
not
home
only limit in the.
to term. Education related to home to term of the individual, that is the broader meaning. It is a lifelong
Education is
process.
a lifelong process.
Okay. Again, repeat, Mona Lisa.
Education
Yes.
is a lifelong process. Sir, it
Yes.
is not only in the classroom but also outside the world. It's connect to outside with the world, outside world.
Okay. Okay. So
It
if
is
you
the
think
holistic
about the,
development of the child.
yes, a lifelong process means traveling from home to term means it includes all.
Yes, sir. Variety types, sir. Variety type of education, not broader term. It's completely formal type, informal, non-formal.
Yes, education.
Sir, all are
Everyone,
included, no?
everyone gets education through formally, non-formally, informally.
Any informally situation to learn to education, anything
That is
to.
broader. That is broader concept. It accept all. Narrower means it is related to only syllabus or courses of study.
Limited. Narrow means limited system.
Yes. Okay. Education as a process, bipolar process, tripolar process, and multipolar process. Can you say what is bipolar process and what are the poles? In bipolar process, what are,
Yes,
yes,
sir.
please.
Like
The student and teacher.
bipolar process. One pole is student and another
अरे,
pole is the
तू
teacher.
Teacher, sir.
ଜଣେ ସିନା କହିଲେ
Sir,
ଆମେ
one pole is
ଅନ୍ୟମାନେ
student and another pole is teacher,
ଶୁଣିବେ,
sir.
ଆମେ ଜଣେ,
Sir,
Bipolar
very good.
Sir,
one
bipolar
police.
means one pole is student and another is the teacher, and the tripolar mean one is student, another is teacher, and another is society.
Only society.
Multipolar,
sir, multipolar means
multipolar,
library,
Family,
ICT,
television,
and
social
family.
network, newsletter, radio. Educator, family.
ହଁ, କିଏ କହୁଛ?
All are include family, society, mass media, teacher, student, all around learn.
Okay. So, as education is a process, it is not limited to bipolar, tripolar, but it is also multipolar process. Okay. Kautilya says education means training for the country and nation. Kautilya, Chanakya, we know him as Chanakya. Chanakya told education means training for the country and nation. Who can say who was his beloved disciple?
Chandragupta Maurya,
Who
sir.
can say? Chandragupta
Chandragupta
Maurya.
Maurya, sir.
Very good.
Chandragupta Maurya.
Another was also Ashok. Yes or no?
Ashoka. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
History student.
Yes, sir.
Both Chandragupta Maurya and Ashok, both were the very powerful ruler. Therefore, his definition is education means training for the country and nation. So every educated man or woman should think about the country, for the development of the country. But today, who are educated, what are they thinking? They are thinking about their own development, not of the country. Therefore, corruption is there. More corruption with the more educated theologians. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
John Dewey said, all education proceeds by the participation of the individual in the social consciousness of the race. So in a society, we are participating in different social programs, occasions, incidents, and functions and festivals. When we are participating in different programs, we get chance and opportunity how to learn, how to develop. This is very important. So we should not limit our students within the four wall of our room, our school or building, home or only. So participate, allow them, give them scope to participate, to share in different occasions, in different programs. So frequently, in classes, in schools, in colleges, seminars should be organized. Debate competitions, literary competitions, number of physical activities, everything should be organized. Only the book knowledge is not sufficient. Then another is Edgar Hoare, the chairman of International Commission on Education, told, learning to be means the education today and tomorrow. So education today and education tomorrow is different. Can you say how it is different? Yes? How it is different? Education today and tomorrow? Yes?
Sir, according to my point of view, education
Yes.
is today for we are thinking of the educational utility of today's need. But if we think the education is for tomorrow, we are thinking of inspiring people to learn, to achieve, and to change the world.
Thank you. Very good. So, every principle, law is changeable time to time. In my childhood, I was born and brought up in a rural area. What I remember, when I was class 7, first time I was able to have television. But in that rural area also, from birth, every child is eligible to have a television. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Mobile was the dream in our childhood life, or school and college life also. It was the dream. Only landline telephone was there. But today, after birth, the babies are playing with the mobile phones, Android sets. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Technically, technologically,
Yes, sir.
every child is different, every child is developed. So accordingly, the syllabus should be changed. Accordingly, the instructional activities should be changed and developed. We most of the time take the assistance of our students, B.Ed and M.Ed students, because now I am in this process. This is also I learned from my student, because you all are smart related to technology. But in theory, but my teacher today, I and my professor, retired professor, both were in a workshop as a resource person. I used projector, but he didn't use projector. He followed the traditional formula, because this is the difference. So this is the difference from today and tomorrow. Okay. Who is an educated person? Come with this response. Who is an educated person? Who can say?
Sir, education is not the amount of information that is put in the human brain, but it must have man making, character making, and life building accumulation of ideas that most probably students has totally ignorant about.
Okay.
It's already told the man of the Instagram reels, so we need to know about this. Okay.
Okay. Any other? Who is an educated
I
person?
think, sir, a educated person is the one like who has learned how to learn and read, and irrespective of that, he can also learn to change. Truly, learn and change.
Okay. Now you
Sir,
go through the PPT. Okay. Yes. Continue. Continue.
sir, the educated person didn't deal with the amount of degree and the amount of knowledge they have, until unless they are very conscious to use it in a proper way for the well-being of the society.
Okay. Good. Now everybody go through the PPT. The slide is there. Is it visible to everybody?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The slide is visible. Whether
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
the person who is care about valuable things and involve himself to achieve relevant standards. The person who is care about valuable things and involve himself to achieve relevant standard. There we can say the person is an educated person. Means always an educated person thinks what I learn it is insufficient. There is a thirst of knowledge and learning. But most of the time we observe in our day-to-day life, some are there who think themselves, what we know it is sufficient. We know better than others, but it is wrong. An educated person always opens his ear, nose, mouth, everybody, every organs can remain open. ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଶୁଣିବେ, ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖିବେ, ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଇଣ୍ଟରାକ୍ସନ କରିବେ, ନିଜେ ଫିଲ୍ କରିବେ ନାହିଁ ଯେ ଆମେ ଯାହା ଜାଣିଛୁ ସଫିସିଏଣ୍ଟ। ବହୁତ କଥା ଆମେ ଜାଣିନେ। ମୁଁ ଟିଚର, ମୁଁ ତ ସବୁ ଜାଣିଛି। ଏନା ଜଣେ କିଏ ଗୋଟେ ପଚାରିଲା, ମୁଁ ତ ଜାଣିନି, ମୁଁ ମନା କଲି ଆଇ ଡୁ ନଟ୍ ନୋ ଇଟ୍। ଏଥିରେ କହିବାର କ'ଣ ଅସୁବିଧା ଅଛି? So we have to always try our best to learn.
Yes, sir.
To be educated is not to have arrived at a destination. It is a travel with a different view. There is no conclusion end. Always, if we fulfill one objective, one travel, then we ready for another travel. आमे ग्रेजुएशन करूचे, मास्टर डिग्री करूचे, मास्टर प्रोफेशनल डिग्री करूचे, then any refresher course करूचे, orientation course करूचे. So this is the travel of journeying. Research paper लेखुचे, discussion करूचे, seminar attend करूचे, again seminar attend करूचे, workshop attend करूचे, training program attend करूचे. Why we are doing this? Because we never think we learned more, we learned our learning is sufficient. If we think so, we cannot treat it as an educated person. We would not call a person educated who knows about science but cares nothing for truth. जड़े बड़ा साइंटिस्ट अछंती, but बहुत कथा जानी छंती साइंस रिलेटेड, किंतु सदाबले से मिछ कहंती, सबले से अन्य को सहायता करिया पई इच्छा प्रकाश करंती नाही, very self centered. Can we say he is an educated? Can we say?
No.
No,
No,
sir.
No, sir. No.
Okay. An educated man is initiated into the content of the activity or forms of knowledge in a meaningful way. Who is really educated? Every walk of his life is related to meaningful. हमारा प्रत्येक समय रो काम मीनिंगफुल हवा दरकार. मीनिंगफुल बुझार छ त? मीनिंगफुल कोन जानि होछ ना नहीं? Yes?
Yes, sir.
What is meaningful?
Yes, sir.
कहू ना?
Which work
Meaningful कोन?
benefit for society? Which work is benefit for
Yes,
society? And
yes. Very good.
Beneficiary.
Okay. Then the children should be treated accordingly to some moral principles. They should be allowed to learn by experience and choose for themselves. आमे केबे पिलांकु बाध्य करिवा नाही जे तू या कर या पढ़. No. आमे ताकु विभिन्न knowledge दे दवा, information दे दवा. As per his ability, as per his interest, he will choose, she will choose, and gather the experience. From experience, they can choose what to do, what to learn. An educated person can give focus on, kaha par focus the educated person? Caring about what is worthwhile. Providing conditions and things to attain what is worthwhile. Caring about worthwhile and providing condition for making it worthwhile. Okay? Education is related to the cognitive perspective. Education, the emotions versus training of emotions. Knowing how, that is procedural knowledge, and knowing that means propositional knowledge. So, what I discussed from beginning to till now, everything is related to all these three, 1, 2, and 3. You go through the PPT slide, this slide. Education, the cognitive perspective. Education, the emotions versus training of emotions. Knowing how and knowing that. All the discussions from beginning to now, more than 1 hour of discussion is related to all these 3 points. Okay?
sir,
Then,
can you explain the difference between
yes.
procedural knowledge and sir?
Okay.
Can you explain the difference between procedural knowledge and propositional knowledge?
Yes. It is related to, first one is related to the procedure. From beginning we discussed, education is a process. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Both
Process.
different product.
Proposition means what? What do you mean by proposition? Proposition. Anybody?
What has
Yes.
already been kind of
The
invented.
content of knowledge. The content of knowledge.
Anybody?
The content of knowledge.
Yes. Can you give an example? you think it is related to the plan of action. Plan of action. Plan of action mean what?
Action and suggestion.
Yes, when the teacher goes to the class, what is he doing? First, he have to prepare a plan, then go to the class. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So, knowing how means process of knowledge, that is procedural. Following different process, we have to acquire knowledge and information. Knowing that means propositional means steps, preparation, plan of action. Okay. This is all about all these two terms. Any doubt? Can we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then another is education as distinguished from learning, teaching, training, instruction. There are 4 words, very important. One is learning, another is teaching, another is training, another is instruction. Can you say what is learning? You are learner or student? Yes?
Sir, learner, sir.
We are learners, sir.
Learner.
Yes. Very good. Why you are learner? Why you are not student?
Because we are learning, sir.
I may be the learner. I may be take admission, enroll the course with you. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, learning, another word is teaching. Teaching is related to teacher-centered. Training, just at the beginning we discussed what is training. Training means
To develop a skill.
practical experience, giving practical experience. Instruction, it is 2 types. I will give the instruction to my students, do so and so and so. But classroom instruction is there when I will facilitate the students, guiding the students, that is also known as instruction. So education and learning, education and teaching, education and instruction, education and training, education and schooling. 5टा तुम मानक पे काम रहिला असाइनमेंट फॉर यू ऑल. गोटिए लेखा पैराग्राफ लिखिथिबो. काली नेक्स्ट क्लास मोर जो दिन अछि मु जा को पचारिबी से सेही कथाटी जहा लिखिथियो एठी शेयर करिवो मते.
Excuse me,
Hello?
sir. Sir,
Sir, I can't understand the question, sir. Paragraph about
Education
which?
and learning. Education and learning. What you
Okay,
understand, that you have to write in a paragraph. Similarly, education and teaching, education and instruction, education and training, education and schooling. Everybody will write a paragraph on each. In the next
Yes,
class, I will randomly ask.
Okay, sir.
She or he will share the paragraph and present. This is the assignment
Okay,
you are.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Then another question is, who is a teacher? समस्ते रहिथिबो after this class जो general information तमे पचारथिलो सर मानको we will discuss for 15 minutes. Okay? After the class over सरला परे that we will discuss. तम doubt फाउट जहा अछि मु clear कर दे. So who is a teacher? Anybody?
Teacher, facilitator, guider.
Student facilitator.
Okay, very good. Another, anybody?
For us to acquire knowledge.
So teacher is the instructor, facilitator, friend, and a good philosopher.
Very good. Okay.
Teacher
Now
is a
you,
man, philosopher, and guide.
yes, 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 you are right. All are right. Now
Sir,
you go through this
teacher is a
statement.
role model of every student.
Yes, yes. Good, Dinesh, you are right. Now you go
Teacher
to the first. Yes. Anybody?
The
Person who
Go ahead.
helps to
friend,
others
philosopher,
solve
teacher
their
can be the
problems.
guide.
Okay. Good. You go through the slide. What it has written. You see,
Yes, sir.
she or he can recognize the elegance of a paragraph. Remember it and analyze in your brain, in your mind. The teacher, she or he, can recognize the elegance of a paragraph. Recognize what? Elegance of a paragraph. Congency of an argument. Congency. Cogency of an argument. The clarity of an exposition. The wit of a remark. And justice and wisdom of a decision. Do you understand? Do you understand this
No, sir.
sentence?
Sir, please repeat,
Yes, sir.
sir. Sir, please
No,
repeat.
sir.
No, sir.
You see. This is in the slide. She or he can recognize the elegance of a paragraph. आमे गोटे स्टोरी पढुचे आ जॉइन करछन सेतरे के मते मोबाइल टे दे दिए we are reading paragraphs, 2 paragraphs, 3 paragraphs, everything. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But the importance of the paragraph with meaning, what is the importance and how it is applicable for the society, for the life of the individual, that is very important. But the teacher who only explains the meaning of words and sentence and paragraph, but not related to it, to the day-to-day life of the, correlate to the day-to-day life of the child, of the society. Have you know? All the syllabus is prepared, all the topic are selected and placed in the curriculum, in the syllabus. It follows the basic principles which is reflected in NP 1986, and now every syllabus will be prepared as per the principle of NEP 2020. That you told the subject, the curriculum should be value based. गोटे विषय पढ़ी सारा पर तुम मोर मन पड़ुची साहित्य रखिबा सजाड़ी रखिबा गोटे विषय पढ़ा जाए बोधे तृतीय चतुर्थ श्रेणी रे साहित्य रे
क्लास 4 रे सर
हां
आज्ञा सर।
क्लास 4
अच्छा के पढौछ टिके से विषयटा के पढौछ जणे के को
आज्ञा सर
तुम पढौछ मधुस्मिता पढौछ
आज्ञा
साहित्य
हां सर
हां अच्छा से विषयटा पढैला बेले कहा पर तुम फोकस दउछ
कहा ऊपर माने पिल्लार जो माने निजस्व जत्नशील मनोभाव सेटा पिल्ला भितर तयारी करबा सेटा होची यार उद्देश्य सर
अच्छा गोटे एक्टिविटी को जा द्वारा पिला मन भीतर से जत्न मनोभाव तयारी हे परिबो तमे करिथिया गोटे एक्टिविटी को हम समझते सुन
निज जिंस को निज साहित्य करी केमिति रखि परिबा
एमती सर
एक्टिविटी को कोन गोटे एक्टिविटी करिछो ह
आमे जो पाठ पढुछन के बही
ए
पत्र
जो
ताको
पिल्ला
माने सजाड़ी की किपरि आमे ताको घर प्रत्येक जिंस को सजाड़ी की निज पाखरे रखबा दरकार ठीक जगह ठीक जिंस रहबा दरकार
एई कथा काली
नाइ
पाटरे
सर
कहि कि बुझैछ तो आउ केमिति बुझैल
नाइ सर
सर जेमिति क्लासरूम रे
सर क्लासरूम रे सर सर क्लासरूम रे जेतेबेले आमे पिलांको पढौचे तो सेतेबेले आमे विभिन्न प्रकार टीचिंग एड्स सब पिलांको देखौचे तो से जो
एतरे कोन
टीचिंग
एड्स देखिले एतरे एड्स कोन देखिले मु एई कथाटी तांका मुंडरे इनकलकेट करिवा पई एई
आज्ञा
विषय जो आमे पढेले आमे
आज्ञा
कोन कोन काम करिचे ए विषय पढिला बेले सेई कथा गुडा मु जानिया चाहूची
आमे सर सब देखैछु नै कि जो पुराना मुद्रा सब थिला जो सेतेबेले 10 पैसा 20 पैसा ई सब पैसा सब मिलु थाय सेगुडा आ ई जो पत्थर सब
सेडा
विभिन्न
को
पत्थर
देखिले से
ना
सर
सेडा को देखिले से
सर
आमे
पैसा
सेटा
सजाडे
सर आमे सेटा पिलांको देखैलु तो तापरे
सर
पिलांको कहिथिले तुमे सब विभिन्न पत्थर कलेक्ट करी आनिबो समाने भी सर
ओके
विभिन्न
ओके
प्रकार
आई गॉट इट
पत्थर हां सर
आई गॉट इट तपन को कोन व्हाट इज योर एक्सपीरियंस
आज्ञा सर मु तो पढ़े नी मो एक्सपीरियंस रो सर मु कहूची जे सर जदि हम क्लासरूम को जाउचे गोटे पिलाटे पिला आउसंते किंतु बहुत पिला कोन थांते तांको सिलेबस रूटीन अनुसार से सजेई खाता बही नै के आसंती हमें जितनी 3 जण पिलांको डकई परिबा गोटे पिला जे पूरा से रूटीन अनुसार सिलेबस खाता बही ता नोटबुक सजेई के आनी जाउचे गोटे पिला एमिति मन इच्छा नै पळे आउची ताल सेदन से ता नोटबुक आन नथिबो जणको हमें कंपेयर करके पिला मानकु ता एग्जांपल देई परिबा जहा फळे से माने पिला माने जानि पारे जे जो पिलाटा रूटीन अनुसार सजेई के नै के आउचे से अनुसार सजेई के रखिबा दिनस हमें आ साइति के रखिबाटा हमर भी एटा एग्जांपल क्लासरूम रे एटा करि परिबा चाहिले
ओके
सर आउ
ओके
गोटे जिनिस पिला माने जो वाटर बोतल नै के आछंदी वाटर बोतल रखिबा पई गोटे रैक लिखाउची से रैक रे पिला माने प्रॉपर्ली वाटर बोतल रखिबे जे जार वाटर बोतल दरकार समय रे चिन्नी के नै के आसीबे
ओके
सर मैं
ନିଜ ଜୋତା ଯଦି ନିଜ ଜୋତା ନ ରଖିବ
କ୍ଲାସ ଆଗରେ ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଉ
ଆମର ସ୍କୁଲ କୁ ଆସିଛନ୍ତି ପୂର୍ବରୁ ତାକୁ ଯଦି ନ ପାଇବେ ତାହେଲେ ନିଜେ ହେବେ ସେଇ କଥାଟା ବି ଉଦାହରଣ ଗୋଟେ ଦିଆ ହେବେ
ସାର୍ ସମସ୍ତ ମେଟେରିଆଲ କୁ ଏକାଠି କରି ରଖା ହେଲା ତାପରେ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କୁ କୁହାହେଲା ଯେ ମେଟେରିଆଲ ର ସମାନତା ଦେଖିକି ସେମାନେ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷକୁ ଅଲଗା ଅଲଗା କରି ରଖିବାକୁ କୁହାହେଲା ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ
okay okay just I will add something with your views listen कारण आमे बेसी समय ओडिया रे कथा हबाई कारण किछि भी नॉन ओडिया स्टूडेंट्स भी अछंती so it will be injustice for them so it is all right now listen in addition to your opinion I want to add something okay you all are right always you should think what involvement your children should be involved in which activities which is available inside the classroom and in the school that Tapana told we should give reward to the students who are keep their books notes everything orderly in the bag. Another two things are there. One TLM corner and one reading corner is inside the room. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
yes sir
yes sir yes sir
We should be watchful. The students should be encouraged. How? Now I will take care of as a teacher to put all the TLM
Yes, sir.
or all the things orderly so that the students will be inspired and do it. Clear? So, Bernali wall is there, teachers wall is there, students wall is there. How it will be maintained properly? The things which are kept, I have experienced that number of things with kept in the school, in the corner, in the TLM or reading corner, any place in the classroom, having the 1 inch or 2 inch of a dirt and dust. Yes or no?
yes sir
So it should be taken care of us. Taking care of the toilet, campus, and we as a teacher, always the students will feel my teacher keeps the books, notes or anything in the library, in the table, everything is orderly. They have to observe it. And make the program of the students who are in keeping all things orderly, invite all other students how visit the home and observe how your friend or your brother is keeping all the things orderly. So these are the different activities. She or he can recognize the elegance of a paragraph. तुमे जदि एतो करि पारिलो, then you can recognize the elegance of paragraph बोले हमें कहिबा. Clear? बुझि पारलो ए पार्टटा ए सेंटेंस रो? Got it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Congency of an argument.
Yes, sir.
Congency of an argument. Always we are love for argument. But our argument, think about the debate competition. Debate competition. Most of the in debate competitions, state level, district level, I acted as the judge. So, in debate, suppose the debate topic is urban life and rural life. Some students will think about the merits of the urban life and demerit of rural life. Some will think vice versa is there. But in that argument, how far the relevant points are there, examples are there, that is important. Another is the clarity of an exposition. When you are expressing something, so clarity must be there. Mu khali kuhaliya master boli khali eti gopi chalibi anarbat mu kahi chalibi 2 ghanta gopi bi khali. What does it mean? If you will not get benefit, what I am telling, what I am presenting, then it cannot be treated as the clarity of an exposition. Okay. The wit of a remark.
It is only lecture method.
The wit of a remark. Wit of a remark means what? When we give any remark, any instruction, any comment, that must be constructive. Then we can say wit. Intellectually we have to do it. Justice and wisdom of a decision. मु जेतेबेले प्रिंसिपल थिली गोटे ईटीआई रे सेठी प्रैक्टिकल मार्क देवा पे मते 4 दिन 5 दिन पूर्व मु कसरत करे काई की ना को पिला पे इनजस्टिस हे जीवनी तो मु 5 दिन आगु कसरत करथिबी विभिन्न टीचर को डाकी करी पाखरे बसे पिलार एक्टिविटीज कोन ए पिलार इन्वॉल्वमेंट कोन कारण ए टीचर कैन नॉट जज ए स्टूडेंट्स परफॉर्मेंस within 5 or 10 minutes. जेतले फाइनल टीचिंग हुए परीक्षा से एक्सटर्नल इंटरनल बुलंती 10 मिनिट पाठ पढ़ा देखि कि हमें जज कर दबा हमें कोन एते ब्रह्मा we are human being. No, there are number of points how the students is involved in his classroom activities in the college, behavior, responsibility, his accountability, his sincerity, every angle should be taken into consideration. मते हमर सब थटा करती जो माने असिस्टेंट टीचर गले आगरु एते प्रिंसिपल थले तो जहा हम कहू सी दियंती, it is wrong. So a student should not get injustice. So the wit of a remark, justice and wisdom of a decision, ए सबु जदि गोटे टीचर पाखरे अछि ताकू हमें कहबा इज ए ट्रू टीचर. जदि न अछि कोन कहबा तुमे कह. If the teacher has no all these qualities, what can we say? Yes, what can we say?
Effective
Yes? Teacher. Yes. Okay. Then another is he has truth. कौन अमित सर कौन कहबो कि अनिमेश
No, sir.
have you any question? Okay, he has a love of truth. The teacher has love of truth, a passion for justice and a hatred of what it is tasteless. Never accept the tasteless talks or activities. passion of love, justice, truth, etc. Yes or no? He is a teacher. Both the teachers and the taught participate in the shared experience of exploring a common world. The great teachers are those who can conduct such a shared exploration in accordance with certain general rules and principles. Example, very important example is Socrates was a true teacher, understood what is good. Okay? Then Unit 2, education as a field of knowledge. Unit 1 is over. Then Unit 2. What? The education as a field of knowledge. What is the concept and meaning of knowledge and discipline? Under this, we can say nature of knowledge and discipline and category of knowledge. What are the types of discipline? One is basic discipline. Under basic discipline, we can say distinct discipline or forms of knowledge. One is mathematics, physical science, human science, history, religion, literature, fine art, and philosophy, etc., all other subjects. Then fields of knowledge. This is theoretical and practical. These may or may not include elements of moral knowledge. We may include, may not include, but it is theoretical and practical. That is field of knowledge. Suppose you are the students of a B.Ed program or a M.Ed program or a D.L.Ed program. The theoretical concept in different papers like philosophy, psychology, papers you have to read. That is the distinct discipline or forms of knowledge. And field work, school-based activities are there, work-based activities are there, and other practical internship programs are there. Those are known as practical activities and field of knowledge. Without that field of knowledge, one cannot prove himself or herself as a good teacher. Another is applied discipline or field. What is applied discipline or field? It is applied areas are those wherein the knowledge of basic disciplines are used. Do basic area re jo knowledge gain kala, that should be applied. Mo tume teachers training nela, B.Ed complete kar dela, D.L.Ed complete kar dela. Tapare you will require as a teacher. That knowledge skill you have to use, that is applied discipline. The scientific, industrial knowledge, teaching knowledge, the lawyer's knowledge, the engineer's knowledge, what you are learning, the doctor's knowledge, what you are learning, you are applying in the field. Applying the field, you have to give service to the mankind, service to the society. Okay? So another is multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary area. Kon interdisciplinary approach kon? Who can say what is interdisciplinary?
Sir, interdisciplinary.
Continue.
Sir, interdisciplinary approach meaning hoji जदि आमे कोनोसी एक सब्जेक्ट पढौचे ताले आउ गोटे सब्जेक्ट माने दुईटा सब्जेक्ट भितर इंटरलिंक करूचे जो किछि गोटे आ जदि मल्टी डिसिप्लिन आमे सब सब्जेक्ट जदि मैथमेटिक्स पढौचे ताले आमे हिस्ट्री ज्योग्राफी पॉलिटिकल साइंस को जदि इंटरलिंक करी पढेबा ताले मल्टी डिसिप्लिन
Very good, very good, good. So as a teacher, we should acquire all sorts of skill. Suppose we are preparing TLM, accordingly we have to prepare TLM. We should develop activities. 4 techniques you may write. 4 techniques you may write. One is chain drill, chain drill, chain drill, CHAIN, chain drill, DRILL. Chain drill is a technique. VMDT, visual memory development technique. Visual memory development technique, VMDT. Total physical response, TPR. Another is brainstorming. Another is brainstorming.
Sir, third point
How
is?
Many techniques? First is chain drill, chain drill. Chain drill, VMDT, TPR, total physical response.
Physical response.
Another is brainstorming. These 4 techniques can be used. These 4 techniques can be used teaching any subject. Okay? Suppose you are organizing the activities related to science subject, mathematics subject, social science, language. So all these 4 techniques you may use.
Sir, second one, sir. Please repeat, sir.
VMDT.
Second one,
VMDT.
VMDT, Visual Memory Development Technique.
Development technique.
Okay. So, in this context, we can say types of discipline is basic discipline, applied discipline, multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary areas. We may use all these. Okay. Another is dual perspective of education. Under it, logical perspective and social perspective. Logical perspective, social perspective means what? Now, logical perspective is related to educating people, suggest a family of a process whose principle of unity is the development of desirable qualities in them. Means, always train our students to accept everything with logic. If there is no reason, if there is no valid reason, if there is no meaningful reason, then you may not accept. If there is valid and meaningful reason, you may accept. This is logical perspective. Social perspective, everyone is a social being. We live in a society, we born in the society, live in a society, we survive in the society. So, social activities are important for us. Observing festivals, different occasions, days, festive, cultural importance is there. So every society believes in education as a potent instrument of social change. In this context, we may say the individual grows in the community with others and has obligation to the community as the community has the individual. School is a social organization. Society established the school. Why? Now educating all the children of the society and making the society an ideal. This is the objective. Society formed the school, established the school because school will educate the member of the society and make an ideal society. This is the objective. So this is social perspective. So under this, unit 1 and 2 is over today. In next class, we will start discussion from unit 3. Okay. Then.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.